Last week, we took you to the Northeast Louisiana Music Trail that highlights singers and songwriters from 12 parishes in the region. We're picking up now in Monroe with a history-making venue that showcased Black performers at a time when segregation was still law, and a look at some of the musicians whose works would otherwise be lost to history.
In Monroe, we stop at the Miller Roy building, which once housed the Savoy Ballroom.
You can see the people that played there. It's the greatest of all times. Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, Lena Horne, Billie Holiday, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, Ethel Waters, Duke Ellington.
It says, as I stop on the renowned Chitlin Circuit. What was the Chitlin Circuit?
Chitlin Circuit was basically a route that performers played all the way from New York City, all the way down to New Orleans, all the way from Chicago down to New Orleans via Memphis. And the bottom line is it was clubs that African Americans, Black owned, that were safe for these people to play at. A lot of them had hotels in them. There was a hotel out back here, not official, but a place people could stay because Black musicians weren't allowed to stay in white hotels. I mean, it's part of history we can't overlook.
Piano player Ivory Joe Hunter often performed at the Savoy Ballroom. His marker stands in front of the Northeast Louisiana Delta African American Heritage Museum.
I don't need nobody. Although he wasn't born here, he lived here for 30 plus years and wrote most of his best known hits, like Since I Met You Baby, I Almost Lost My Mind, Blues at Sunrise. These are songs that are in the blues museums worldwide that people recognize as the heart and soul. But his family, some of his family still live here.
Brenda Roy is Ivory Joe Hunter's niece. Her family roots run deep along the Northeast Louisiana Music Trail. Her grandfather built the Miller Roy building. Ivory Joe Hunter was a prolific and successful songwriter who owned the rights to his music, which was rare for a Black artist at the time.
This year marks the 50th year since his passing, and it seems as if the newer, younger generations would not have any idea who he is. He is said to have written over 7,000 songs, and Since I Met You Baby was his really most popular one. He received gold and platinum records. Several of his songs were featured in movies, TV shows. He was really a musical genius. He was mostly a pianist and just a great guy all the way around. We have to really push his music some and hopefully keep it alive and well and being recorded constantly with other genders so that people know who he was.
A lot of Black African American history has been wiped away. And it was done because African Americans weren't allowed to advertise, that was segregated, it was dangerous to let the word out. Part of our mission and part of the honor of doing the music trail is we're able to let people know about these places.
At Enochs Irish Pub in Monroe, a marker honors the musical venue Doyle founded in 1980. The walls are lined with famous names and rising stars who played at the pub.
We don't look at ourselves as more important than the music. It's all about our customers and the musicians, and we truly believe that. We love music. If it wasn't for that, we never would have done this.
Doyle's son John now owns Enochs. His daughter Molly Jeter McCuller helps promote the Northeast Louisiana Music Trail and designs the markers, which can cost upwards of $4,500. The entire project is a labor of love that relies on donations.
The goal is to eventually do what, like the Mississippi Blues Trail, the Arkansas Rock and Roll Highway, is have people volunteer to go into the school and do a lecture on the Northeast Louisiana Music Trail and bring them to the Civic Center here, where there's hopefully going to be a nice display about the trail, and have these kids learn about it, hear music, country, rockabilly, punk, blues, Delta blues, jazz, and learn about it. I mean, that's what we need anyway. The kids have got to be taught the arts or we're lost.
19 markers stand on the trail. The latest honors Hoss Logan, the host of Louisiana Hayride, famous for coining the phrase, "Elvis has left the building." Additional markers are coming soon.
There are so many people that has passed through here who was just great musicians. So I'm really, really excited about it. I'm very happy that they're being recognized and that markers are being put out for these people.